Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and I'm here today to talk to you guys about Beasts of the Mesozoic, a Kickstarter project to create realistic raptor, dinosaur, statue, articulated action figure kind of things. To quote the Kickstarter page itself, Beasts of the Mesozoic is a line of scientifically accurate, highly detailed and articulated dinosaur action figures. This is run by a lovely guy called David Silver, who basically realised that the market for dinosaur action figures was non-existent. The market's there, but nobody's in it. You know, it's very hard to find realistic, well-done dinosaur action figures. There's some companies who do some nice models, but very rarely with the points of articulation you would like. So we decided, let's do it, let's make some. And this guy has been in the toy business for a very, very long time already. If you do want to check out the Kickstarter already, you can do that down below. This is just something I thought would really appeal to you guys. It's made me really excited that somebody out there who's, you know, well known in the profession, very, very good at what he does, cares so much about something that I know a lot of us care about as well. I thought that was pretty cool, so I'm going to show you quickly some pictures. We're going to have a little interview with David at the end of the video, so stick around for that. So first things first, there's a little display of a couple of the raptors. You can see a lot more info on the page. I'm just going to flash through some stuff rather quickly. Each raptor will also come with a postcard kind of thing with a piece of custom artwork for that raptor, and the box itself will have this beautiful little picture. There's a little guy in the back there I'm particularly excited about. I just thought I'd show you some guys. We've got all these points of articulation. You can see them like 3 there, kind of on the neck region, 1 on the mouth, a couple on each leg, tail breaks up into 2, a little stand over there, and what's this layer here? I don't know. Oh, and basically, so some of the stretch goals for the Kickstarter is to add new raptors to the line. It started off with 3, and there are plans for 10 if the Kickstarter gets pushed quite far enough. Now, the most recent one is like one of my favourite dinosaurs, one that we were going to include in our custom playing cards, Balar Bondoc. And look at him, look how cool he looks. I'm really excited to see this guy come into the Beast of the Mesozoic line. I can't explain this nearly as well as the guy doing it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys the video by David Silver, the guy who's, hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right. I'm going to show you the video by David Silver so you guys can listen to that for yourself. And basically, I mean, the Kickstarter's funded, everything like that. What this is really about, from where I'm sitting, is if there's some of you at home who want these figures, and I'm pretty sure this is going to appeal to a lot of you, they're not cheap. I'm just going to put that out there right now. These aren't like $10 action figures you're going to get at Toys R Us or something. That's just the way it is. But for those who hadn't seen the Kickstarter and want an opportunity to get themselves even just one of these models ahead of time, I figured this would be a nice little opportunity for you guys. Anyway, so go check out the video. It'll start playing in a second, and then we'll be back with a little bit of an interview.
Hi, I'm David Silva. Some of you may be familiar with my sculpting work for toy companies such as McFarlane Toys, Hasbro, and NECA. Or perhaps you've seen some of my own dinosaur model kits as Creative Beast Studio. Now I'm looking to combine my experience and resources to produce my own line of dinosaur action figures called Beasts of the Mesozoic. Beasts of the Mesozoic is a line of scientifically accurate, highly detailed dinosaur action figures. Working in the toy industry and being a huge toy collector myself, I've seen great advancements in many types of action figures. However, there is one genre that hasn't quite kept pace with the others, most notably dinosaur toys. Consider this: dinosaur toys require no licensing fees and usually have little to offer in terms of packaging, deco, and articulation. Still, these toys are priced the same or more as many licensed character action figures. Isn't it time we had good dinosaur toys that justify the price? With Beasts of the Mesozoic, I'm hoping to give collectors this option. This first set of Beasts of the Mesozoic action figures will be a 1/6 scale raptor-themed series consisting of mid-sized dromaeosaurs and related species. The campaign will begin with 3 raptor types: Velociraptor, Atrociraptor, and Sargan. In addition to that, 7 stretch goal raptors are possible for a total of up to 10 raptor action figures. Each figure will be around 12 inches long, 6 inches tall, have 26 points of articulation, with a base and posing rod included. Plus, every package will feature unique artwork by Jonathan Quo with a collectible card on the back. And also available with this Kickstarter campaign is a signed, limited edition print by illustration legend Mark Schultz, creator of Xenozoic Tales. I'm very grateful to have both of these incredibly talented artists on board to help with this project. Everything is in place to make this toy line a reality. However, there is one catch. I lack the proper funding, and I can't do it without your help. I'm counting on all of you to help back this campaign and to spread the word to your friends and family. This is our chance to demand a higher standard for dinosaur toys and wildlife action figures in general. With your help, the sky is the limit for what is possible if this is successful. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support.
Okie dokie. It looks good, doesn't it? I'm really excited. Just the idea behind it, just that there's been this massive lack of proper dinosaur figures, and it's time to rectify that. It's just really appealing to me. So David was nice enough to answer some of my questions, just in case there was anything you guys particularly wanted to know. I did ask you guys on Twitter. If you don't have my Twitter, you can check the link down below. I did ask you guys on Twitter if you had any specific questions, and a few of you got back to me, so let's go through these one by one. We didn't have time, unfortunately. Both of us were fairly busy. We couldn't really set up like a Skype interview, but he just sent me a nice email back with a few answers to some questions, so let's have a little look. So the first question I asked him is, how long does the designing process take? You know, from the first initial idea in your head to having a finished toy prototype kind of thing in your hands, how long would that take? And his answer was, normally a figure takes around 5 or 6 weeks, about 40 hours in a week, but because of my creative beast work, oh my god, I should learn to speak English, is in addition to my job at NECA, which I assume is a toy making company, it gets spread out over the course of several months, chipping away at it for about 10 to 20 hours a week, depending on circumstances. The first piece of the Mesozoic raptor took about, a little error there, months, if I remember correctly, but since the other raptors share parts of it and the design is established, the rest will go faster. Then I asked him, does he have any plans for expanding past raptors in the future? If you actually go on the Kickstarter page, at the very bottom there is like an upcoming, or like a hint for the future for 2017 kind of thing, and it says Beast of the Mesozoic Ceratopsian series. So I may get my beloved Triceratops in like a beautifully made action figure. I'm very excited about that. But high on the list of wants are Ceratopsians, Ankylosaurs and Tyrannosaurs. So then I asked him, how does he decide on more subjective aspects? A lot of these raptors are very sort of scientifically sound, you know, they're based on fossil records, etc, etc. He's really gone for realism with the dinosaurs, but some things are more subjective. The colour of the feathers is subjective, you know, we don't know for sure. So I loved this answer. This really made me happy. I like to find the modern day equivalent based on habitat and allow that to inspire the final look. For example, each raptor for Beasts of the Mesozoic is directly inspired by a specific extant bird. So if there's a raptor that was particularly well known for living in a swampy region in Moscow, just roll with me here, and today there's a swamp in Moscow, maybe you'd base the colour scheme on that bird in Moscow. No. So then I asked him, why dinosaurs in the first place? Right, this guy has been working on, he's done some really well-known Godzilla toys that people love. I know some of you were really excited about his Godzilla toys over on Twitter. The guy's been in the industry for a long time. Why dinosaurs now? An area that is so neglected by the industry at large. So I asked him, does he have a particular passion for dinosaurs and paleontology? And yeah, here we go. Yes, I do. Maybe to do an accent. I don't really know how it... No, let's not do that. Yes, I do. Like many people, my interest in dinosaurs began as a child. This passion was reawakened during my time at McFarlane while working on the Dragons line. I got back to dinosaurs to get anatomical ideas for the dragons. As I felt a lot of the designs were leaning too heavily on exaggerated human anatomy, I needed more variety, something more animal-like. So he, like us, is somewhat disappointed with the current level of articulated dinosaur. I can't think, in my head, of ever seeing a realistic articulated dinosaur action figure. There are companies out there, I can think of 2 or 3, that do realistic dinosaur models, realistic within reason, but I can't really think of any that do the action figure kind of aspect to it. That's where this is going somewhere a little bit different. I asked him, why raptors, basically? You know, obviously there's this plan for Beasts of the Mesozoic to extend raptors, Ceratopsians, Ankylosaurs, Tyrannosaurs, you know, expand, and add new dinosaurs in. And you can see why you'd focus on one sort of specific area, because some points of articulation, etc. are all going to be relatively the same amongst the raptors. But so why raptors? Why kickstart with raptors rather than tyrannosaurs, which maybe have been slightly more popular, or ceratopsians? where I would have got my beloved Triceratops. I've had a genuine interest in raptors ever since I realised that the ones in Jurassic Park were very different than what actually roamed the Earth. I've sculpted them several times now, but these recent ones are far above the others I've done. I also felt it was a good starting point because they aren't too big and everyone has at least heard of them. So what is your favourite dinosaur? A little bit of a fluff piece of journalism to finish things off. I have several favourites, but the Acrocanthosaurus is my spirit dinosaur. Haha. I did not add the haha. He's a funny guy. And the final little bit, basically, do you have anything to say to the fans? This Kickstarter has exploded. There is clearly a massive demand for this kind of thing in the world. You know, these dinosaur action figures are just, the Kickstarter just blew up. It finished in like 2 days or something insane. And now it's all about these stretch goals and getting these exciting new species, including my beloved Belabondoc, onto the roster. So I just asked him basically anything to say to the fans. I'm sure some of you at home have backed him already, and if you're going to back him, well, or already have, this is basically a message for you guys. Well, first off, thank you so much to those that have pledged so far, or even if you've only been telling others. It's great to see so much support for this project, and I really hope to do more of these. This one is the most critical, however, because if it's not a success, the toy companies will be proven right and nothing will change. Not his native tongue, I was meant to go through and edit these emails, but these are verbatim, so apologies for that, that's my fault. So if you want to see this happen, please keep following the campaign, keep spreading the word, and if you know you're going to pledge but haven't done so, please do it sooner than later. I'll see the benefit of that is we can unlock more stretch goals. A lot of people want to see those stretch goals unlocked, and the sooner we reach the main goal, the sooner we'll get more Raptor options. Thank you all, and let's all help raise the standard for dinosaur toys. And I think that is an idea we can all get behind. I think we're just going to put our beloved Belabondoc up there one more time, one of the stretch goal dinosaurs. Another 5 to be revealed if the Kickstarter gets big enough, and I'm pretty confident that it's going to. I have talked far too much. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited as I am. It's going to be really, really cool. It's something unique. It's something we've needed for a long time. I've already backed it, did it on day one. And I hope some of you at home who maybe hadn't heard of the project, but this is your kind of thing, you can go now and get yourself some pretty cool dinosaur Mesozoic action figures. We will, of course, be doing a video when I get them in my hands, and I'll showcase them to you guys as much as humanly possible in my typically unprofessional manner. So thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for David Silver for getting back to me via email. He was really easy to talk to, really helpful, really informative, and really glad to support this project. So yeah, cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.